My dear learners, today we will read and discuss a poem from our textbook, Marigold, and try to understand it. After that, basing on our understanding of the poem, we will also try to solve the exercises that are given on the pages following this poem. We are into Unit 2 of our textbook. But before making a direct entry into the poem, let me tell you about this unit. The second unit is all about collaboration, teamwork, and doing things on time. This unit is also about advantages and benefits of being a one unit, staying and working together instead of going alone. Miracles can be achieved through teamwork, and the sheer joy and satisfaction experienced in group endeavors or activities are not found in going alone. This unit also emphasizes on doing things on time rather than procrastinating or delaying or postponing the things. So this unit has two lessons. First is a poem and the other a story. Now, talking about the poem, it is titled Teamwork, written by John Negro. This poem tells us the importance and significance of teamwork. So we will once read the whole poem first, then try to understand it stanza-wise. Teamwork, teamwork, together we can make our dream work. Then we will share the joy of what we have done. Teamwork, everyone. It's fun to shoot the basketball through the hoop, but if nobody passes, then nobody shoots. And the relay race just can't go on if nobody wants to pass the baton. We are the parts that make up the whole, and we have got our eyes on a common goal. Sometimes it can be a big plus when a you or a me becomes an us, by John Negro. So here in the first stanza, teamwork means working together in a group towards a common goal or purpose. किसी भी काम को इकट्ठे मिलकर करना, that is called teamwork. So dream here means aim or purpose. Your aim in your life or the purpose of your life, that is dream. So here in this first stanza, the poet tries to tell the readers about the importance of teamwork. इकट्ठे मिलकर समूह में किसी भी काम को करने का जो महत्व है उसके बारे में बताना चाहते हैं poet. If we work together as one unit, we can achieve our goal more easily than if not. Then after we achieve our goal or we get success in our life, we feel very happy, and this happiness we can share with each other among the members of the team. Therefore, everyone should work in a team and not as separate, divided individuals. तो जब भी हम लोग किसी काम को इकट्ठे समूह में मिलकर करते हैं तो हम अपना जो सपना है उसे साकार कर सकते हैं, और जब हमारे सपने साकार होते हैं तो हमको बहुत खुशी मिलती है, तो उस खुशी को हम लोग आपस में बांटते हैं. इसलिए हमें हमेशा मिलकर इकट्ठे एक समूह में काम करना चाहिए. So it is fun to shoot the basketball through the hoop, but if nobody passes, then nobody shoots. and the relay race just can't go on if nobody wants to pass the baton. So here in this second stanza, this word hoop means a ring. A ring made of cane or wood or metal, iron or steel. So anything that is round in shape. You can see here in the picture this circular portion, this is called the hoop, where the basket is fastened. So that is called hoop. The next is the baton. Baton also you can see here. Baton is a small stick used in a relay race. You can see here. This small stick held by the girl in her hand. This is the baton. So this is used to pass on to the your team runner when you are taking part in a relay race. So relay race is a race run in teams instead of individuals. Generally 4 athletes are in a team, and each runner in the team runs a part of the distance and hands over the baton to the next. So this way race is completed. So you might have heard about the relay race. So it is a race run in a team. So in this stanza, in the second stanza, the poet tries to prove or justify her argument of working in a group by giving some examples. The first one is about the basketball. A basketball player finds lots of happiness after putting the ball into the basket through the ring or the hoop. But this is possible only if other players in the team pass the ball. If the ball is not passed, it cannot be shot through the ring. And the same is the case with the relay race. In relay race, the athletes of a relay race team cannot complete or win the race if the baton is not passed by one runner to the next runner or the other runner. That is why team effort is very important to succeed in any competition or field. बास्केटबॉल में खिलाड़ी को जब खिलाड़ी बास्केट के अंदर गेंद डालने में सफलता प्राप्त करते हैं तब उनको बहुत खुशी मिलती है, लेकिन ये खुशी तभी मिल पाती है जब साथी खिलाड़ी उसको गेंद पास करते हैं, और जब गेंद पास ही नहीं कर पाएंगे तो गेंद बास्केट में भी नहीं डाल पाएंगे। उसी प्रकार रिले रेस में भी अगर साथी धावक बैटन को पास नहीं करेंगे तो रिले रेस कंप्लीट ही नहीं हो पाएगा और उसमें हम जीत भी नहीं पाएंगे। तो इसलिए टीम वर्क बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। Then we are the parts that make up the whole, and we have got our eyes on a common goal. Sometimes it can be a big plus when a you or a me becomes an us. So here in this stanza, in the third stanza, the word whole means the entire, complete, or something that is undivided. हिंदी में जिसे हम पूर्ण कहते हैं। And goal here means aim or purpose. We have got our eyes on common goal. Common goal means common purpose. And plus means here advantage. So every person or individual is a part by itself. When individuals or parts come together, they make the whole or a unit or a team. जैसे हम कहते हैं बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है, एक एक बूंद साथ नहीं आएंगे तो सागर अपना रूप नहीं ले पाएगा। एक एक ईंट मिलकर घर बनता है, एक एक ईंट मिलाकर घर बनाता है, लेकिन एक ईंट से घर नहीं बनाया जाता है। हर एक ईंट के टुकड़े जब साथ आते हैं तब संपूर्ण कहलाता है और घर कहलाता है। So if individuals do not come together, we cannot make a cricket team or football team. Dhoni alone or Kohli alone or Sunil Chhetri alone cannot win a match. All the members have to go for combined effort and think about one aim. Then only victory will be ours. So there are many advantages or plus points when we forget about you and me and become one. That is, we forget our differences and unite together. Work together towards a common goal. So this is all about what the point of this poem, Teamwork, John Negro tries to convey to the readers. Dear children, we will continue with the exercise of teamwork. So first of all, let us learn the meaning of the new words. Teamwork means combined effort of a group. Hoop here means wooden or iron ring trundled along by child. Passes means move onward. Relay race, a race between teams of which each person does part of the distance. Baton, short tube or stick carried in a relay race. Now next one is let us read. Complete the following sentences. 1. If nobody passes the ball in a basketball, then you cannot. So we have to fill this way in the blank. Shoot the basketball through the hoop. Number 2. In a relay race, if no one passes the baton, then the race can't just go on. Then next, think and write. Name the team members needed for the following. For example, 1. To play cricket, we need batsmen, bowlers, fielders and coaches. So likewise, to make a film we need what? To run a good school, what do we need? To run a restaurant, what do we need? So I have just given the answer as an example. You can write your own. To make a film we need a producer, directors, actors, etc. To run a good school we need students, teachers, management and subordinate staffs. To run a restaurant we need cook, waiter or waitress, manager, cleaners and customers. Then number 2, page number 23. Complete the sets of rhyming words. One has been done for you. You see on the top there are words from the poem like team, plus, done, hope, shoot, goal, joy. So you have to provide a rhyming word for each word given on the top. Yes, so team, beam, plus, thus, done, gun, hoop, soup, shoot, toot, goal, shawl, joy, toy. Read the poem. For want of a nail. एक नेल का वजह से, एक कील का वजह से. For a want of nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For want of a horse, the rider was lost. For want of a rider, the battle was lost. For want of a battle, the kingdom was lost. And all for the want of a horseshoe nail. तो एक गजाल, एक नेल का वजह से ये सब कितना घटना हो गया. Now form questions for the answers given in the speech bubbles. So under the speech bubbles provided, you have to write the questions for the answers given. Generally you are supposed to write the answers for the questions, but here you have to write the questions for which the answers are already given there. The answer is the shoe was lost because of the nail. So you have to form a question for this one. So what will be the question? We can write this way: why was the shoe lost? Answer: the shoe was lost because of the nail. Then answer 2: the kingdom was lost because the battle could not be fought. So we can ask this way: why was the kingdom lost? The battle was lost because there was no rider. So why was the battle lost? Next page. Now make 3 more questions and answers from the poem Teamwork. So now we have to make questions and answers from the poem that we have just read, Teamwork. So we will write the question as well as the answer. So here we may not ask the WHY question. We will go for other types of questions. How can we make our dream work? So answer is, we can make our dream work together. When can't the relay race go on? ये 2 बार हो गया. When can't the relay race go on? The relay race can't go on when nobody passes the baton. The next question: when it becomes a big plus? It becomes a big plus when a you and a me becomes an us. So this way you have to form questions. Now you look at the picture. So this is called picture composition. So you can write few lines about this picture by looking at the picture. When you write something, that is called picture composition. So you can either write in an essay type, or you can create a story out of this picture. So picture you have seen. Now let us see. So here are some people, the work they do, means these are the professions: plumber, painter, mason, electrician, laborer, carpenter, gardener. So among these, some people you have just seen in the picture. So there are some questions which we have to answer by picking up the words from this box. First one: who is laying the bricks? So one who lays bricks, what is he called? He is called mason. You see, mason, number 1. The mason is laying the bricks. Then who is holding the ladder? You can see in the picture who is holding the ladder for the electrician. He is the electrician. He fitting the electric bulb using the wire. So who is holding the ladder for him? Ladder means CD. So laborer, number 2. The laborer is holding the ladder. Who is the man on the ladder? तो सीढ़ी में कौन खड़ा है? The electrician is on the ladder. Who is making the door? You see here. Who is this fellow? So one who makes doors and windows, furniture, he is called carpenter. The carpenter is making the door. Who is painting the walls? You see, somebody is painting the walls. The painter is painting the walls. Now make up a story about the picture. Give names to the people. Write the story showing the importance of teamwork. So this I cannot do it for you here. You try it on your own, and from my side also I will send you an example how to write that one. You can later on find it in the group WhatsApp. Now next is let us talk. 1. In groups of 5, discuss what you enjoy doing alone and what you like doing in a group. Okay, now prepare a list as shown below. Things I like doing alone, things I like doing in a group. So I have given some, you can write your own. Things like to do alone: sleeping, studying, meditation. Then things like to do in group: eating meals, playing games, watching TV. Like this you can write. Then next is, in your family, what activities are done individually and as a group? So what does your mother decide individually? So my mother decides what dish to cook. Whatever what is to be cooked in the house, in the family, it is decided by mother. My father decides where to earn money from and where to invest there. पैसा कहाँ से कमाना है और कहाँ उसको इन्वेस्ट करना है, यह पापा डिसाइड करता है. Then I decide what to study and my leisure activities. I decide my leisure activities. Then we together decide holiday activities and getaways. Then next is, in a group, mime activity, picnic, fair, mela, cricket match, etc., which you enjoy. The rest of the class should guess the activity and say whether it is done in a group or alone. So in a group you have to enact a mime. So mime is a form of acting without words. You just only use gestures, expression and movements. It is also called pantomime. So you have to enact a mime. So that activity can be picnic, it can be a mela or fair or cricket match, like that. And means the activity that you enjoy, you have to enact it in the form of a mime. And the rest of the class, they will make it out, they will guess guess the activity that you are miming, and they will tell whether it is done alone or it is done in a group. So this activity you can do at your home. Then next, let us write. So this you find the words in this crossword puzzle. In the puzzle, find the words given in the column. Notice that these words are formed by joining two words. Okay, they are compound words. A word made by joining more than one word is called compound words. You see, one is done for you. Find some more such words. You see, sometime. You see, some and time. Everyone. So every plus one. Basketball. Again, basket and ball. Nobody. No and body. Net teamwork. Team and work. Baton. Bet and on. You see, they are made up of two words. Words made up of two words. Compound words. So these words you have to find in this grid in the crossword puzzle. You do it yourself. The next is, let us write a poem. I have a kite but need a friend to fly it with. I know a song but need someone to hear it. I have a ball but need someone to catch it. So like that you have to write the rest of 4 lines. Complete the poem. I have a video but need someone to watch it with. I have a problem but need someone to solve it for me. I have a letter but need someone to post it for me. I have a dish but need someone to eat it with. Now next one is, make groups of 10 and present one of the following activities in class. So this is not possible now. Even then, let me read what are the activities. So activities are skit, song, dance, painting a chart for class, make paper bags from old newspapers. So these are the activities you can do. And what is a skit? Other words, you know, skit is a short comic performance, or in verb it means to make fun of somebody. A short comic performance is called a skit. Next, we sometimes use short forms for some words. For example, we use I apostrophe M for I am and I apostrophe VE for I have. These shortened words are called contractions. So when words are shortened using the apostrophe, they are called contractions. The marked apostrophe is an apostrophe which shows where the letters are left out. Now read together. We will. Cannot, can't. We have, will. You have, you have. There is, theirs. What have, we are. They are, there. So write the contractions for the following phrases. You see, has not is hasn't, have not will become haven't, do not will become don't, are not will become aren't. You follow the above examples and you write it. Write the full forms of the following. Now we have to just write the opposite way. We have to write the full forms. Weren't, were not. She will, wasn't, was not. Whose, who is. Like this you have to write. That is the end of the exercise.